Since about 2 months, I've been working on a project to scan 100 food items in 1 year. I decided to build an asset manager for everything. Today I decided to show you how that asset manager works. Let's get into it. All the assets are free for you to download and to use, whatever commercially or non-commercially. The only thing I ask is not to redistribute them or to use them for AI training. Other than that, you can use them commercially in your 3D renders for your portfolio projects or non-commercially, however you like, and you don't need to mention me, but of course I'm always glad to see any mentions in whatever breakdown you post. I'll make a separate video or a tutorial on the page to how you can install it, but it's pretty easy. It's just a bat file you need to launch and then it will install itself. After that, you just click up here and say split left right, so you get another pane. You can also do that like everywhere else, wherever you want it. And then you right click on this and select food asset library. And here you already have it. It's currently filled with all the assets that are in it right now. I will update this throughout the year, so you can download batches of new assets every time I upload them. So now let me show you how to use it. First, you need to set your library path. They come in one folder, so you can just put them wherever you want them, and you just select the path here, and then you get all of these. Now, how to use them. First, you can, for example, let's select this one, for example. You'll see the size of the object, you'll see how many files are associated with it. You see all the texture maps that are included in this one. And you can place them depending on where you want them, either in LOPs, so in the stage context, or in SOPs, so the geometry context. I did this explicitly for people that want to sim the geometry also, so you don't need to bring them from stage back to SOPs to then bring them back to LOPs. It's just much easier. If you want simulation geometry, you can just import geo only. In import SOPs, click geo only, and it will import the geometry for simulation. It's not a simulation proxy, so it's the full size geometry, but it doesn't have the material on it, and it's in SOP context. Let's do the second one. You can do also the full USD import, which will contain the material also, the USD material path. It's the same, basically the same thing, just with the material path, but in the SOP context. And now let's get to the interesting part, the LOP context, because here you can just import them as whatever you want, as a reference, for example, and it will import with the materials on them. So here we have the avocado, for example, and let's just quickly drop down a dome light. And as you can see, it renders perfectly with Karma already set up. The same thing goes for all the other assets. So let's see some more examples. For example, you can use a sublayer instead of a reference, or you can import it as payload, basically whatever you need it in. If you want multiple assets, you can select all of them. Just hold Control and select the ones you want. Then you click Batch Import. You'll get all the assets in a merge. If you want the scatter setup with a point cloud, for example, you can click Quick Scatter Setup, and it will configure everything in a scatter group, basically. So the only thing you will need is with an instancer. Let's put that down, and we put the prototypes in the second input, and we dive in to create a grid, and we select it. You should see all the assets scattered to the points. All the assets are also, they have a name attribute. Yeah, it's really easy to import whatever assets you want. Let's do some more examples. For example, we have some cookies here. Let's do blueberry or the coffee bean, the avocado, and mango maybe. Let's do a quick scatter setup, and we plug it into the point instancer, and you'll see they all import properly. And as you can see, they all have the correct size already relative to each other. Tiny coffee bean, the blueberry, or the mangoes. What you can also do is just drag and drop everything in the viewport. It will import it as a merge, or you can also drop it into the network tab. If you just want to import one, you can just double click it. You can just search for the name of everything and it will work properly. So you'll find the blueberry or avocado and you'll find everything. It's pretty easy to use. It's free, and there's a ton of free assets in it. They all are 3D scans, high quality 3D scans, retopologized in Houdini and retextured in Substance. And there's constantly coming more of them with my series on creating 100 food assets in 1 year. So check out the series on Instagram. Please leave a comment if you like it. One more thing, there's updates coming for all the food items. I'll publish a little video if I upload a new batch of food items, just with a little update. Sometimes I also update the asset manager, and I'm currently working on a Blender add-on as well, so you can also use it in Blender. And they're all USD based, so I'll just make everything in the same structure so you can use it, and I hope I'll see you again. Bye bye.